Blast me to Alectia. It's time for the Mad Merlins Warhammer 40,000 Imperium Journey. Issue 60, Battle for Alectia. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Mad Merlins Warhammer 40,000 Imperium Journey. And here we are at issue 60's battle report. The final fate of Alectia is about to be decided. So, we've got the main central objective, and I have put a little bit of extra scatter terrain around the outside just to add a little bit of extra cover for units. The central terrain does benefit us hardcover, so that's an extra 2, I believe, to armor saves, and also gives you a +1 armor save in combat. I'll just remind myself before I start playing. But, before I go over deployment, I have chosen to roll twice for the Battle Sisters traits, and I got 2 and 4. Couldn't have asked really for a better 2. And I've planned my order for the Necrons to hopefully be a little beneficial to us. I've also decided to give each side 6 command points so I can make use of stratagems just to help me get used to them more. And I'll be giving each side an extra 1 on each turn. So, deployment then. As you can see, the Battle Sisters had to be deployed in the centre, so I've got the 10 girl squad of Battle Sisters, plus the Cannoness there in the centre. Over on their right is the Space Marines, the Assault Intercessors 10-man squad, the Captain and the Lieutenant. And to their left, we've got the Outriders, the Cataphrod Destroyers, and the Tech Priest Engine Seer there. Then reserves, I've put the Aggressors in Strategic Reserve, and the Sisters in the Seraphim in Sky Strike. Onto the Necrons side, I've got the 20 Warriors, the 2 Cryptex, the Reanimator, and the Crypto Thralls deployed over here on my left. And then I've got the Overlord, Immortals, Wraiths, Tombblades on my right, with the Flayed ones in Strategic Reserve there. Well, not Strategic Reserve, Transdimensional Location. So, as you can see, it's going to be a really big battle. We got lots of space, lots of units, and it's pretty fitting, I think, for the final battle of Alectia. So, all what we've got to do now is roll off a first turn, but first, some dramatic reading. Assaulting the Basilica. A climactic battle for Alectia has arrived, as the Necrons break through the final defensive perimeter and enter the Basilica of St. Marcius. The Cannoness and her last remaining Battle Sisters find themselves surrounded by Xenos foes. Imperial reinforcements have begun to arrive upon the battlefield, but face a race against time to turn back the Necron assault and secure the Basilica's holy relics. Necrons Overlord, storm and destroy. The Overlord has mustered the majority of his remaining forces and launched his final strike upon the Basilica. Necron warriors, immortals, and swathes of canoptic construct surge through the structure's cloisters and atria, desperate to reach and destroy their superstitious humans' precious relics. Adeptus Sororitas, Cannoness, defend the relics. The Battle Sisters of the Alectian mission have suffered terrible losses. The last of their number hold out in the Basilica's reliquary. Determined to defend its sacred contents with their lives, reinforcements are inbound. The Cannoness and her sisters must hold their position until their allies join the battle. So there we have it. Our forces are deployed. Our battlefield has been created. And our objective is 1. Get as many models into that central terrain feature as possible. And hope we survive to the end of turn 5. So, let's decide who goes first. Necrons have seized it with a 4. So, here we go then with Necron, turn 1. So, the protocol I've got active for the first turn is Sudden Storm. I'm going with the extra movement as I want to get the Necron units as close as possible to those enemies. Here we go. On to the Necron's shooting phase. Up first is the Immortals. They got 5 shots going at the Sisters. That's 1 miss. My will be done turns that 2 to a 3. Strength 5, toughness 4. Ouch, 3 1s. So only 1 goes through. So that's a 3-up save because it's -2 thanks to the gauze. 1 sister goes down. Moving on, we've got the Tomb Blades to shoot. They're going at the Outriders. So the green dice are the Teslas, the whites are the gauze. Hitting on 3s. 6s for the Tesla are 2 additional hits, that makes up for the ones that missed. So, Tesla's strength 5, Gauze's strength 5, and toughness 5, I believe, for the Outriders. Where is their datasheet? Yes. So 4s. 2 Teslas and 1 gauze. So 3-up saves from the Teslas. Both made it. And -2 for the gauze, so down to a 5-up. Not made. So that's 1 wound to the Outriders. Moving on then to the Necron charge phase. We're going to try the flayed ones who have translocated in. So here we go. They need a 9, that's no good. I'll use a command reroll. And that's also no good. So they have failed to make a move. So with that, that'll be the end of the Necron's turn. End of the Necron turn 1 then. My huge phalanx warriors has moved up on my left flank here. I totally forgot the Reapers are assault weapons, so I didn't shoot with them. As I mentioned, the flayed ones came in but failed their charge. The Wraiths are moving up to intercept the Sisters. The Overlord and the Immortals are standing strong, and so are the Tomb Blades over there, who shot and wounded one of the Outriders. So, we're moving on then to the Imperium turn 1. The Imperium's turn has moved from movement phase now into the shooting phase. So we'll start with the Outriders, who are going to shoot at the Tomb Blades. So each one gets 4 shots because they're a biker, so they automatically double their rapid fire weapons. Although, thanks to their movement, they're right in front of them anyway. So, looking for 3s. That's not too bad, 4 misses. And then we're going to require strength 4, tough 5, 5s. 4 of them, not bad. That's pretty good odds. So -1 on the Tomb Blades. So 3 up down to a 4 up. Roll them 2 at a time as they have 2 wounds each. First one takes a wound. Still alive. And still alive, so only 1 wound. That's 1 for 1. Moving down along the field, it's now the Cataphron's turn. So we'll fire 2 Plasma Culverins. I'm also dropping a command point to use Elimination Volley. So, heavy D6 for the 2 Plasmas. Ooh, only 3. Then we add in the 5 for the heavy Grav. So, 3s to wound, 6s on the greens will auto wound. 3s to hit even. Only 1 plasma hits. No, sorry. 4s to hit. So no plasmas hit, but 5 Gravs have hit. That's cool. So the Grav is Strength 5. Wraiths are Toughness 5. Yep. And as I have a save of 3+, it's a damage characteristic 2. So 4s. That's 2 wounds. And -3, so we do have a 6 up save for our flayed ones. Wraiths. We'll go for the 4 up invulnerable though. Oh, either way it's failed. And that's 2 wounds for each. So that's enough to eliminate 1 Wraith. Dead up there. And finally, the only thing that can shoot is the Sisters and the Canoness. So we've got a Plasma Pistol, got a Rapid Fire Stormbolter, D6 for Flamer, 6. So these auto wound anyway. And then we got 7 Sisters with bolters. No, not 8 Sisters with bolters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of these are hitting on 3s except for the Plasma, which hits on 2s. All of them are re-rolling 1s. Not a single 1. Yes, there is. Re-roll 1s. 2 bolt guns. 3 bolt guns miss. Yep. The Plasma will wound on a 3. It does. And everything else is strength 4, so these, including the Flamers, all wound on 4s. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 -1s. And everything else is normal. So the Flamer is a -1 anyway, so -2 on these against the flayed ones. Wow, save those. The -1 for the Flamers. I believe that is 3 dead. Yep, we have 4+ save. So that's 3 gone. All of these are just 4-ups. And that's the other 2 gone. So the -1s don't need to roll. So that's the flayed ones eliminated. Moving on to the charge phase, the Outriders are going to crash into the Tomb Blades. They don't need much. 6 is just enough. So the Outriders are in with all their charges. Gives them their maximum for the devastation charge. So hitting on 3s. That's a lot. And wounding on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is more than enough. So -1 for the chainswords. So 4-up saves. We've got one guy with 1 wound left. He's gone. And the other guy with 2 wounds. He's alive on 1. Still alive. Oh, no. That's the 3. That killed him. So that's the Tomb Blades eliminated. End of the Imperium turn 1. And the devastation from the Outriders has left the Necron right flank sorely depleted. Necrons have lost a Wraith thanks to the Cataphrons over there. The 2 of the Plasmas were just in half range, so they managed to get the elimination volley, although all the plasma shots did miss. Battle Sisters shuffled sideways just to deny the Necrons a little bit of range. Hopefully it will make them need to work harder. The Assault Intercessors up here have charged over the terrain and are ready to assault the Necrons from the rear. So with that all still to go, we are on to Necrons turn 2. So in the command phase, a new protocol comes active for the Necrons. So we've got Eternal Guardian. I'm going to go for the Directive 2, which allows me to set defend or hold steady. Okay, we're on to the Necrons shooting phase already. We'll start with the Warriors, who have repositioned to shoot at the Assault Intercessors. So I got 8 of the 10 with Gore's Reapers in range. So here we go. These are hitting on 4s. Nope, 3s. Where's my will be done when I need it? Oh yeah, over the other side of the battlefield. But we're strength 5, toughness 4, the Assault Intercessors, so wounding on 3s. Ouch. So that's 6, 9, that's 10. Right, we'll take these first because it could eliminate a few Space Marines. So on 2 at a time. So -2, so 5 up. 1 on 1 wound. 1 dead. Two dead. 3 dead. 1 on 1 wound. And 4 dead. So that does take 4 away from the front. Actually, yes I will. So I'll take 3 from the front, 1 from the back of the Assault Intercessors. But we've still got Gore's Flayers to shoot. With a quick remeasuring, there's only 1 now in rapid fire range for the Gore's Flayers. I was right the first time. So 10 shots hitting on 3s, 11 shots hitting on 3s. Not so good. Strength 4, tough 4, so only 4's the wound this time. 4 wounds at -1, so I'll take 2 first. 4 up, he's fine, and 4 up, he's dead. So that's half the unit eliminated from Necron Warriors. We've still got some shooting left to do on this side, so I'll just take away the casualties. So we've got our 2 Crypt decks. So Assault D3 from the Chronomancer, 2. And 3 shots from the Staff of Light, all of these hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s is the both strength 5. So -2 with 1 damage and a -2 with 1 damage either way. So against the Staff of Light is 1 wound. That's 1 dead. And 1 and 1 wound. Moving over to the right side, we've got the Wraith shooting with its transdimensional beamer. Single shot hitting on 4s. I will drop a command point to make use of Techno Oracler targeting, so it auto wounds the Outriders. -3 to the Outriders, so a 6-up save. Ouch, and that is 3 damage, so that's enough to kill one of them. Then the Immortals can open up with their Gauze Blasters, 10 shots. Hitting on 3s. My Will Be Done makes 2 3s, so all a hit. Strength 5, tough 5, wounding on 4s. Not so good. Half of them. That's not too bad. And he's a -2, so 4 wounds each Outrider, so 3 up down to a 5 up. He's took 2 wounds, still alive. So the last one, he took 3 wounds. So he's still alive on 1 wound. So the end of the Necrons, turn 2. The Space Marines have took a little bit of a damage. I probably should have gone for the longer route rather than the shortcut over the pipes. So they're down to 4 men plus the 2 characters over there. Still could be enough to potentially do some damage to the Necrons. Sisters are still alive in the building there, luckily. The Immortals and the Wraith have opened up on the Outriders there, killing one of them and heavily wounding the put it on the wrong guy. Heavily wounding the other. And the Overlord is running away. He's a little bit on the scared side. I think he more wants to take revenge on the Sororitas, so he's heading straight to them. But anyway, it's now on to an Imperium turn 2. End of the movement phase. Seraphim and Aggressors have turned up. Seraphim are using Deadly Descent, so I've got a command point allowing them to automatically shoot. Hitting on 3s. They were too busy descending. Toughness 5 of the Crypto Fools they're going to shoot at, so 5s. And not a sausage. That's fine, it's a free shoot. Moving on for the shoot phase then, so while we're here, we might as well do the Seraphim again. So hitting on 3s. Glad I didn't overcharge, that plasma pistol fluffed up. And wounding on 5s. 2 wounds, nice. No minuses, so it's a 3-up save for the Crypto Fools. Yeah, they're fine. Moving on, we got 66 Flamestorm Gauntlets going at the Warriors, who are just in range. So we haven't got too many hits. So that's a 2, that's a 2, that's a 4, And that's a 5. Strength 4, tough 4, 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think. No, 8, I can't count. So, no minuses. These are all 4-up saves. Right, so 3 made. 5 go down, 5 reanimations. Thanks to the reanimation beam, we're on a 5-up. 4-up instead of a 5-up. And we're warriors, so we reroll 1s. Two instead of 3, that's not too bad. So, as we've got the assault intercessor staring us in the face, we'll take 2 away from the front to stop them from charging so easily. So moving on with the Adeptus Sororitas. They've moved out to make a target of the Necron, so we've got D6 flamer shots, only the 1. Then we got 3 in rapid fire range, plus the plasma pistol in range. So we'll fire, everything's hitting on 3s except the plasma hits on 2s, rerolling 1s. Plasma's hit on a 5. Three misses, 2 rerolls. Still a miss there. So moving on to wounding. So 3 on the plasma pistol. That's a wound. And 4s from everything else. 6s are an extra AP. No 6s, but I have got 3 other wounds. So that's 1 warrior dead from the plasma. And 4 up saves. Nope, 3 fails. So reanimations on 4. 4 ups, rerolling 1s because of warriors. 1 survived, 3 are dead. So we will take away from, the front again, I think. Make it a little harder for those assault intercessors to get us. Moving on then to the Cataphrons. So the Cataphrons are luckily spying on that Necron Overlord, who's left himself a little in the open. So we've got 2d6 plasmas. 4, that's not too bad. Actually, I'm going to command reroll 1. So that's my command reroll then for this phase. It would be a 1. I must roll the dice first like I normally do. There's still 4 plasmas. 5 grabs. So these hit on 4s. 1 plasma hits. And 2 grabs hit. So wounding. They're all strength 5 against the Overlord's toughness of 5. So we want 4s. That's nothing. That's nothing but 1 grav. So it's 2 damage if he fails his 4-up invuln save. Which he does. Ouch. I know he'll heal one of those next turn anyway, but still, that's some damage done to him. And next up is the Outriders. So there's only 2 left. We're going to fire 8 shots into the warriors. It's not too bad. And Immortals wounding on 5s. So that's not too bad. 4 of them. No minuses. So it's -1 for twin heavy bolt rifle. So 4 up save for these guys. Wow, okay, only 1. So he will try to get back up. And he doesn't. So 1 immortal down. Moving on then to... Oh, I've got the assault intercessors. So we've got a plasma pistol and 3 heavy bolt pistols there. Everything hits. 3's on the green. Nope. And 4's on the white. Only 1. -1. So 5 up. Yes, saved. Captain's plasma pistols out of range, but I got 2 from the Volkite. Both hit. Strength 5, tough 4, freeze. Only 1, no mortal wounds. So no minus the armor, so a 4 up save. It does. Okay, that's everything for shooting. It'll be on to the charge phase. Okay, we're ready to start our charges. We'll start with the assault intercessors. We'll need a 7. I think I will command reroll that. Yes, 7. But the warriors are going to use Protocol of the Eternal Guardian and set to defend so they can overwatch. This is going to be painful. So hang on a sec while I gather dice. 12 Reaper shots hitting on 5s instead of 6s. Wounding on 3s. Only 1 wound. -2, so a 5 up save. Nope, so that's the 1 guy, 1 wound gone. And then I've got... Hang on a sec. I can't count. I've got 8 Reapers, so 2 more. Hitting on 5s, wounding on 3s. Nope. Then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gauze flayers, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5 of those are in rapid fire range. Hitting on 5s. 2. Wounding on 4s. 2. -1, so 4 up saves. Saved. So only the 1 guy dead, the remaining 3 get in combat. The Outriders are going to charge both the Wraith and the Mortals, because they're both pretty close. Yeah, that 9 will get them both. And the Necrons will overwatch. So 8 immortal shots and 1 beamer. Hitting on 5s. Five on the green, 4 on the white to wound. 1 with -2. So 3 up down to a 5 up. Nope, that's the remaining Outrider, regular Outrider, dead. But the Sergeant can make his charge anyway. Excuse me. 2 more charges left to make, so the Seraphim are going to go for the Chronomancer. Oh, that's so close. That's an 8. They need a 9. Oh well. And the Aggressors are going to go for the Technomancer. Also needing a 9. They make it. On to the fight phase then. Assault Intercessors fighting. So, needing freeze. Not too bad. Strength 4, toughness and strength 5 for the power sword. 3s on the blues, 4s on the whites. I'm happy to take that. So -3 and a -1 for Starty's chainswords. So no saves at all. So that's 2 dead. And these guys get -1, so 5 up. Makes 2, so 4 down in total. 4 reanimates. On 4s. Rerolling 1s. Yay, 1. So 3 are down. 1, 2, 3. Aggressors hitting with their Spainstorm gauntlets on 4s. Oh wow, that is absolutely horrible. Wounding on 3s. No, 2s because they're strength 8, toughness 4. So that's, what was a 2? So, ouch, that is -3. So that's the Technomancer dead. All the time not to have an invulnerable save. Just got the Outrider left to do. So it's a Sergeant, so 7 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s against Immortals. 2 of them. -1. So 4 up save. 1 saved, 1 dead. 10 warriors fight back, hitting on 3s. It's not bad. 9 hits. Wounding on 4s. Not enough to wipe the squad out. So 3 up saves all over. 1 takes a single wound. Not bad. And 3 immortal attacks. Totaling 6. And 1 wound. No minuses, so Outrider is a 3 up. Ouch! Takes a wound. End of the fight phase and dropping 2 command points to allow the Assault Intercessors to fight again for Honour of the Chapter. Hitting on 3s. I haven't command re-rolled yet this phase, so I'll re-roll that Power Sword into a miss. What a surprise. And wounding 3s on the blues, 4s on the whites. That's a nice lot of wounds. So 5 up save, 4 up reanimate, rerolling 1s. That's everything. So no changes there. While we're at it, here's the end of the turn. So as you can see, things aren't going too well over here for the Space Marines. The Seraphim are sitting in the corner there, waiting to move in. The Warriors are in dire straits there, but the Assault Intercessors luckily have lost a lot of their numbers. Battle Sisters are going to be the heroes of the day, I think. Cataphrons still have the Overlord in their sights, and the Outrider over there has charged in. So that's the end of it, and as I'm already 40 minutes into filming, I think next filming will just be turn by turn, not rolling any dice. It just takes a bit too long. So moving on to turn 3, and we got Protocol of Vengeful Stars, so extra minuses for ranged shooting, which isn't going to be much use seeing as most of our stuff is in combat. But here we go then with Necrons, turn 3. End of Necrons, turn 3, so a quick recap of what I forgot. I forgot about the 5+ invulnerable save, and I made 2. So it brought back 2 models, and that's changed that. I've also forgot the morale test for the Assault Intercessors. They failed, and 1 ran away for the attrition test. But the Necron turn, the Warriors kept the fight going over there. They're still pretty buffed. The Reanimator and the Crypto Thralls decided to charge the Aggressors. The Aggressors did drop 2 command points to fight before the Reanimator, which didn't really matter because the Reanimator did nothing. The Crypto Thralls did 2 damage. Other than that, it's not much happening there. So we're still hopefully holding the middle objective. We've got the Sisters there, but the Overlord is coming to say hi. Over here, the poor Outrider did not last long. They Wraith charged in and chopped him up. So it's on to Imperium, turn 3. End of Imperium, turn 3. The Captain and Lieutenant have charged into the Warriors, and thanks to a lot of buffs, they've actually passed most of their saves. The Aggressors here split their attacks. The Sergeant killed the Crypto Thralls, while the Aggressor didn't do anything. Seraphim charged the Chronomancer, didn't do any damage to him, but he killed one of them in return. And the Canoness, trying to eliminate that Overlord, decided to charge, but failed. Luckily, though, I used 2 Miracle Dice to save her from the Scythe of Death. But now it's about time to start Necrons, turn 4. And the protocol of the Conquering Tyrant is active. So I'll go with the +3. Actually, no, I'll go with 2 so everyone can fall back and shoot. Necron, turn 4 is over. Warriors fell back and opened fire. Sadly, they didn't manage to kill anything. Well, they didn't on the second. I totally forgot about the -1, so I had to reroll all the attacks. They scored better hits, but didn't do as well on the wounds, with the Assault Intercessor Sergeant taking only a single wound, and he's still alive there. Captain took 2 wounds instead of the original 3, so he's still alive though. The Chronomancer fell back, but fluffed both these attacks against the Seraphim. The Aggressors in the Necron's own fight phase finally finished off the Reanimator. And over here, it's still a stalemate. The Canoness didn't do any damage, got 4 ones. And the Overlord did do 2 wounds, managed to get 2 wounds on her, but she passed her invulnerable save and dropped a Miracle Dice to save her from the other one. So it's still quite a lot to play for as we move into the Imperium, turn 4. End of Imperium turn 4, and there are only 5 Necron models left on the table. Even if those 5 did get into the ruins, that would not be enough to help them win the game. So, it's going to be an Imperium victory, and Alectia has been saved. We just look at the huge pile of everything that's died. So, yeah. The Necrons falling back in their turn didn't benefit them much. The Aggressors, Captain, Lieutenant, and the Assault Intercessor Sergeant charged in and beat the crap out of those warriors. There's only 4 of them left holding up the line. The Seraphim chased down, did 1 wound thanks to shooting with the plasma pistol, but no wounds in combat. On the Chronomancer, he did kill one of them in return, so we will need a morale test. I've got a Miracle Dice, so it's a 2 + 1 is 3, they're fine. Over here, the destroyers and the tech priest charged right through the building walls into the tech marine, and the axe fell down and into the tech marine, into the overlord. The axe fell down and killed him. I activated resurrection protocols stratagem, but I got a 3, which was not enough for him to revive, and that was my last 2 command points. So there we have it. That will be the end of the battle. Now I will quickly sum up, and we'll see. Yeah, sum up. So there we have it. That is the end of the Alectia campaign, and the Imperium have turned out triumphant. What would I have done differently? Personally, I don't think I would have put all my eggs in one basket with those warriors. It worked, but they needed the overlord there, I think, for that extra reroll. The Technomancer didn't do much in the way of adding back dead warriors. I could have strategically reserved the Reanimator and brought him on later, as the warriors weren't getting much in the way of fire in the first turn, so they could have easily not done with him on the field. Yeah, I think for the Ultramarines, if I'd kept the Assault Intercessors a little bit away from the Warriors, they wouldn't have been shot up so much, and I've had more for the following turn. But otherwise, I think for the Imperium side, we did pretty well. Miracle Dice worked well for the Invulnerable save on the Canoness, the one that I had to roll, she rolled anyway. And it is the Tech Priest Agency, I think, is the man of the match for slaying the Overlord, which was pretty cool. So there we have it. Did you enjoy this video? Drop a comment down below. I love hearing back from you, and it goes a great way to help the channel. Don't forget to also hit that like, and don't forget to subscribe for more mad content. And I think I'm going a little bit mad from dehydration, so I'm going to go have my lunch, and I will see you all next time for more mad content. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.